Well, and just like that, he disappeared. He was kind of hid right behind that little Bigfoot house. He wasn't more than 35 yards from the trailer. Well, good afternoon. It is Thursday, September 18th. We got another herd of cows finally coming back into camp. Getting Suki all excited. As you can see them kind of working their way down to the trailer. Suki's seen them already and just waiting on them. And she's going to go greet him. But anyways, we had to run back down the valley yesterday and get some propane and a few other supplies. Ended up with a propane leak on my regulator. One of the little brass fittings cracked. Couldn't figure out why I was running through so much propane, but so we got it temporarily fixed. We might have to run down into Arco in the next day or two to get a new hose and a fitting. I'm watching these cows. So, anyways, we're having a pretty good morning. We had that bull moose come in to camp right along the creek bank. Now we got a herd of cows in camp. We had that dang helicopter I finally was able to get some footage of. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe they're using that with some kind of a ground penetrating radar to look for cobalt deposits. At least that's what I've been told. This thing's got a great big old boom on the front end of it. And of course, with them trying to get it on camera, especially the one I'm using right now, I can't seem to get it on there fast enough before it's gone. So we'll keep trying to get a better close-up of that thing. But anyways, our plan today is to go up the right fork of Ironbog Creek. And then for a dinner, I've got a bunch of tomatoes I brought up that are getting to the point where I need to use them, so I think we'll make a homemade tomato soup and grilled cheese little sandwich things in the pie irons to go with it. Yeah, well, there's that helicopter with that radar thing on it. He just keeps flying a grid. It's been over the trailer probably 4 times today. Each time in a little bit different place. Well, I thought she was coming back. Here she comes. Just got done chasing her past again. Yeah, we were at a little rest stop here on the right fork of Ironbog Creek. Our little favorite spot's got a camp in it. But the dogs need to get out and run. I need to get out and stretch my legs. Those two there are just kind of snooping around, looking for anything. Yeah, it looks like Bambi's going to head down to the creek, get a drink of water. She's got to follow her sister Storm so she don't get lost. Well, is there any water down there? Huh? I can hear it. Get in there and see if you can find some. We get some water, dogs. Well, the dogs disappeared down that tunnel. Here comes the Storm out and the Suki. Did you guys find some water, huh? You find water, Suki? Huh? You're all wet. Take your sisters down there with you. Just sitting here at this little tunnel. I can hear something down there. Sounds like it's something chewing on wood or chewing on a bone or whatever. The dogs don't seem to. I mean, they can hear it, but they don't seem to be too concerned, whatever it is. If I could find a way down through that stuff, I'd go down and check it out, but yeah, we tried to go down into there, but man, all it is a big bog. Still hearing that noise, but I think it's the creek flowing up against something, making a gurgling noise, I guess. Little Suki's got a bone down there she found. Yeah, I'm not gonna wander through that mucky stuff there to go down and discover what that noise is. The dogs aren't showing any concern about it, so and don't hear it down there anymore, but Here come our brave dog back, so I'm sure there's nothing down there. Well, this is the end of the trail, or the road. It is a road, so it's open to all vehicles. It's a rough one, though. Yeah, it's a gorgeous place up here. Take your time and enjoy it. We got a couple other bikes up here that are hunting, probably. But as with almost all these little roads up here, it ends at a mine. You can see the tailing pile right there. And just up that little trail is a lake called Rocky Lake. And that is gorgeous. Well, we're going to finish heading down that trail, let the dogs out here before long. They need to run, and right here in this parking lot, I don't know how far away these other guys are. I don't want to have a running Suki run into them. So we'll head on back down and Find another little spot to pull over for them. Well, guys, that's the end of the right fork of Ironbog. Boy, that's a rough road. That's all I can say. It sure is pretty back in there. We're getting a little more of the fall colors every day. So hopefully in the next couple days it'll be in full bloom, I hope. And we're going to head back to camp. It's about time for dinner, and we'll start cooking that up for you. Well, guys, we're trying to beat the approaching darkness. And what I got in this little Dutch oven is just some eggplant and some onion that I'm going to get browned up. Now I'm going to add one large tomato. And yeah, I know it's not red. Now there's the tomato. These are all out of my garden. And I'm not going to do nothing fancy. Just kind of cut them in chunks. They'll all cook down. Yeah, that's a hot fire. Well, you just kind of mash up some of them tomatoes. And as you're stirring them up, you'll find a lot of the skins will come off, and you can just toss them off into the coals. Here's one here on that big yellow one. So dang hot, I can't get my hand in there. And as you can see there, we'll get rid of that. Here's another one right there. And one right there. So they start coming to the surface once them tomatoes are, or the meat of the tomatoes cooked out. Well, we'll just let it keep cooking. That's probably the final skin right there. And some adobo. And a little bit of basil. And we'll let that cook down a little more. And now we're going to add just a touch of maple syrup. Give it some sweetness. Well, the second to last step, add a little bit of cream. Give it a quick stir in there. Well, now we'll put our grilled cheese on there. Well, we had to get our fire lit again because the coals were just too cold. Heat this big iron up. It should be about ready. Hopefully we can eat before we lose all light. A little dark on that side there, but boy, that side looks good. Let's go throw that on a plate and get ready to eat. You can see the cheese coming out the end. Yeah, we got one that's not cooked. We'll put it on the fire here in a sec. Well, there's our finished soup. Looks pretty dang good. I'm just going to eat right out of the Dutch oven. And we got our little cheese sandwich there, so let's give it a taste test, see what it tastes like. Break off the little crispy parts there, but yeah, that's hot. Very, very good. Got this crispy cheese burrito thing, I guess. Yeah, it don't get no better than that. Well, your soup's going to be a a little chunky. I don't got an inversion blender or anything like that, so you just make do. Oh my heavens. Dang, that is good. Oh. Yeah, that's a must do again. Well, the 3 dogs agree with me. It's good. Just a little bit hot for them right now, so they're tasting it as they go, but yeah, they really like it. Well, I think we squeezed that dish out just in the nick of time. It's the sunset. It's starting to get dark. But boy, that soup is really good. I mean, simple. Tomatoes, a little bit of onion. I just threw some eggplant in because I need to get rid of it. A little bit of maple syrup and some seasoned salt with a little bit of whipped cream. And holy heck, is that good. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment, and share. And until next time, see you later.